as humans, we have a basic need to self-preserve, right? That is a basic human need. And it's why humans form tribes, right? Is we grow from a nomadic people into tribes, into cities, into the culture we have today. It's because we need that security of having a family, having a group, having a tribe. And so sometimes when disaster strikes and trauma hits, it's very basic. Exactly. But it's very basic to think self-preservation first. But when you start thinking tribe first, and this is where you actually look at history, some of the most innovative products, companies, and things came after disaster. Because when the collective whole realizes that things need to change, true innovation happens. It's an amazing thing that we have to continue to preach and teach, because it's really easy, especially in a world where we're remote, we work from home, and I love remote work, and I love companies that offer it, and there are employees out there that do it, but there are also people that when they work remotely, they feel like they're on an island, they feel lonely, and they need that ability to be back into the fold. They need that ability to feel wanted, needed, supported. And this is where servant leadership, extreme ownership, and accountability come in, because you can have employees all over the world doing amazing things together and having never met, because if they feel that they're heard, seen, and supported.
Yeah, and also we've got a couple of developers who really like to be on their own and focus on the stuff that they're doing. So you don't help them, forcing them to be in the office. Other people thrive on human interaction, so they want to be in an office. You need to take care of a perfect combination. For alignment purposes, it does help that you actually see each other, preferably, from my perspective, once a week.
It does. I mean, being in New York, literally and figuratively on an island, right? Sometimes I miss out on just the conversations that naturally happen while you're sitting at the desk or walking around. And that is definitely something that you have to take into account as a leader, and especially thinking about it from hospitality space. If you have 50 hotels or 25 restaurants, and yet all over the country or all over the world, and people everywhere, you have to take into account different time zones, things, needs, wants. And as leaders, this is why I love this. And I think the hospitality industry does this really well, because the nature of the industry is to take care of the guests that we serve, like the communities that we serve. That a lot of hospitality companies or hospitality tech companies as well do this, is that you have to take into account all those things. Understanding the basic human principle that everyone is unique, and that as an organization, it's your job to create process and procedures and whatnot to make it work in a way, in a structure, but then allowing those that maybe call outside the lines, giving them the guardrails, but giving them the freedom to do that. And I think hospitality does that really well, and a lot of organizations are really starting to open that up. But it is something that when you look at like large corporate to startup, and as you grow, there's different variations of that.
Yeah, you actually need to find the proper cadence, the proper mix in that. And ladies and gentlemen, be honest, Rob, not very long still will be alone here. So building the team in the US.
That is very true. By the time this episode will drop, we'll be well on our way to really, we established the office here. We've got a physical space. We've got some really cool partnerships happening here, and we'll be well on our way as we head into the end of the year and into next year. So I definitely know that and excited about it. But it's an amazing lesson as we think about the hospitality space, and you think about how you're building teams and how you're scaling out and what you're building, that while the product is amazing, right? We have amazing products. We have partners that have amazing products. The product is an amazing thing, but it's more than about the product. It's about the people that you serve and the people who serve you, and having that as a two-way street and not a one-way street. And I think if we can continue to do that and leverage amazing technology that gives time and creativity back to humans, we're going to be well on our way to redefining and seeing an amazing, seamless experience as we continue to travel the world and go on business trips or go out to eat with family, where we can focus on the moment.
Yeah, in the moment.
And not on all the other things.
Yeah, I agree. You actually see the partnerships that really thrive is because of the human interaction and the willingness to serve towards each other. I totally relate and agree with that.
So I think that is something that as we continue to evolve the podcast, evolve our company, evolve partnerships around the world, that I'm continuing excited to lead by example. And as you continue to follow Omniboost journey, that you understand that we are a growing company. We aren't perfect, and we will continue to evolve and create and grow
and reiterate.
And there's a lot of things internally that the world doesn't know that we talk about, that we know that we want to focus on, and things that we want to change, and ways that we want to add more impactful ideas, more impactful initiatives, more impactful missions into the company. And that is something that I'm excited as a leadership team we get to be a part of.